Are you conditioned for chaos? Are you prepared for the things that life will throw at you? And if you're not getting your mental reps in every single day by waking up and doing something that's challenging the version of you that you are today, then when life does come and blindside you, you're not going to be ready. You will be taken out. And guess what? You deserve to be taken out if you didn't control everything that you had the ability to control prior.
Real business owner.
Whatever your situation is currently is not your forever situation.
That's really what real business owners is, man. Like, we don't care where you come from, where are you going?
Our goal and our job is to reduce the mistakes that you have to make or the money that you have to lose.
You want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be successful, don't give up.
You learn, adjust, and continue to move forward.
Welcome back to the Real Business Owners Podcast with myself, Trevor Cowley. Hope you guys are doing well. Obviously, if that's not the case, there's some things that need to be changed. And if you don't like your current situation and you don't change anything, your future self is going to arrive at the exact same emotion or feeling that you're currently experiencing. So that's proof enough that changes need to happen. And you need to stop accepting life on the terms that it's delivering and start creating your own terms and decide what exchange that you're willing to make for growth. I want you to understand that you are that guy, that you are that girl. And some people say, well, what does that mean? Who is that guy or who is that girl? And I have this mindset ever since I heard Jim Rohn. Why not you? You have the brains. You could make decisions. You could change at any given moment. You could make your dreams come true. You could change your entire financial situation. You could become healthy. You can influence a lot of people to change their life for the better by you starting with you changing your life for the better. And when I was thinking about what is the definition of that guy or that girl, and I wrote some things down that I want to share with you. That guy or that girl is the one that's making themselves capable, even when they don't see the results. Even when they don't receive hand claps, they're going to show up regardless of the emotion in the same manner every single day. I don't believe that there's a pain that you will experience that doesn't leave a gift behind. The problem is your perspective. And if you don't see the growth within inside the pain that you're currently experiencing, you won't find the gift that it came to give to you, the growth that you're supposed to experience. That guy or girl, that is an individual that sees things on the positive side of things regardless of what's happening. They have trust in the process and they don't question the pain that they're currently experiencing as it being a bad thing. They have full trust in knowing that this is happening for a reason because their actions and their habits and their thoughts are in alignment with the individual that they want to become, with the future that they want to create. That guy or girl is out there right now working, and nobody knows what it is that they're going through. They're honoring the path, not the emotions that they feel along the way. They're setting a new standard for themselves. And when you set a new standard for yourself, you will repel people from your life. They're going to think that you think that you're too good for everybody now because you changed you're what's wrong with the equation or the situation. When in reality, that's exactly why we're all here, is to evolve, is to change. So if you're doing things that you know are positively impacting your life and will positively impact the lives of others and other people are judging you or don't understand you or are repelling themselves from your life and you're feeling an emotion, a pain, a loneliness, you feel misunderstood, that's okay. That guy or girl needs no outside accountability. Their internal compass holds them accountable. They know no matter how hard it is, they couldn't forgive themselves if they stopped. They understand the beautiful perspective that pain brings. They know they're responsible for many. They know if they don't become the best version of themselves, the world is a little bit lesser of a place. They know that there's people that they've yet to meet that are depending on them to continue to extract their potential. That's who that guy is. The question is, are you him? Are you her? and only time will tell. Yes, a clock can tell time, but time tells all. So I'm challenging you right now. You know that you have something great within you. You know that you've been capable of more. You know that there's something dormant, but yet there's this fear of the unknown, the fear of the work that you have to put in. When you make friends with the unknown, it's kind to you. When you fear the unknown, it controls you. Everything that you want is on the other side of the things that you've yet to do. If you know you need to turn it up in your fitness, there's a version of you that you've yet to meet that's on the other side, that's far more disciplined, that's far more capable, that inspires other people to want to become better. If you know that you could give more with inside of your business, but you keep just showing up and you're just there and you're around, so you give yourself credit for working hard by putting yourself in that environment, shame on you. You weren't put on this earth to be mediocre or average, but if you look around, you probably see mediocre or average in your finances, in your health. And again, you could be going through the motions and be doing things. In other words, starting a business. In other words, going to the gym, being at your home. You could be in the environments that you know that you should be in, but you're not turning it up to the max within those environments. So therefore, your result that you experience, you can't go 80% and get 100% result. That's the shitty thing about it. You could go 80, 90, 95% and still see the result of average. It's literally that last 10 or 20% that people are giving that are going to move mountains. And I'm here to tell you right now, it's not even the big shit that you have to change. It's just the micro little things that you're not doing every single day that you know that you should be doing. It's all the micro things that you are doing that you know you shouldn't be doing as well. Whether you're drinking, whether it's smoking, whether it's pornography, whether it's cheating, whether it's listening to bad information, whether you're just numbing yourself from the reality that you're currently experiencing. I'm speaking from a place of experience. I've seen both sides of the perspective here. I've been poor. I've been broke. I've started businesses. I've been on the come up. I understand the struggle. I've been out of shape. I have experience with drug abuse, with alcohol abuse. I have experience with being up to my eyeballs in debt, recovering from drug abuse and alcohol abuse, and feeling overwhelmed. I know what all that feels like. But if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to continue to feel overwhelmed. What is it that you can control right now today? What is it that you can change? I'm asking you to brainwash yourself in making you believe that you're more than capable. And I'm telling you right now, sometimes that's what it takes, is controlling the information. There were times that I would listen to the same information for 6 months straight. After reading the book called The Brain by David Eagleman, it talks about how the brain, all it is just a product of its environment. And if you put the brain in the same environment over and over and over and over and over, it's eventually going to get brainwashed into believing whatever that environment's beliefs are. So if we know that to be true, why aren't we taking advantage of this knowledge so that we can create the individual that creates our future, a better future? I know it's possible because I'm him. I was that guy. I'm still that guy. You go from that guy to being him after you've gone through the process of what that guy has to go through. Then you become him. Him is the guy that's sitting in the fruits of his labor. That guy is in the middle of the labor. It hasn't bared fruit yet. So you're thinking about quitting. You're thinking about giving up. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning the process. You're questioning your business. You're questioning your relationship. And that's completely normal. That's part of the process. That's life. Life is difficult. It's going to be hard. Are you conditioned for chaos? Are you prepared for the things that life will throw at you? And if you're not getting your mental reps in every single day by waking up and doing something that's challenging the version of you that you are today, then when life does come and blindside you, you're not going to be ready. You will be taken out. And guess what? You deserve to be taken out if you didn't control everything that you had the ability to control prior. And don't bitch and complain about the things that you don't have control over, whether it's your boss, whether it's the government, whether it's an employee, whether it's something that's outside of you. Nobody wants to hear it. Control what you have the ability to control. Show up in a way that you know you have the ability to show up. And once you do that, then and only then you're deserving of starting to critique things that are outside of you or people that are outside of you. But there's no reason to sit there and analyze and critique a body outside of yourself if there's already things that you could do to critique and change about yourself. Start with the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. Create a capable individual because it's there. It's just lying dormant. It's time for you to fan the ember that you know exists and create a flame and burn so bright that you become a lighthouse for other people that are lost. I've been lost. I had to go create a version of me that now exists today that feels capable of whatever. I feel obligated to continue to push myself because I see how it impacts and changes other people. That's my responsibility. And guess what? It's your responsibility. If you own a business and other people are in your environment, if you have a family and other people are in your environment, it's up to you to set the standard. It's up to you to show them what excellence looks like. It's up to you to make sure that the environment that they're in is of growth. So when you look at yourself as the environment and understand if you don't become all you could become, the people around you will not become all that they could become. And you take on that responsibility, it's a lot easier to perform on the days that you don't want to perform. I had an individual reach out from the inner circle, say, hey man, I'm 130 days into my workouts. I just don't feel motivated. How do you overcome the feeling of just not wanting to do it, not being motivated, really when it's the last thing that you want to do? And I said, there's nothing you could do about it, bro. This is reality. People want to have a reason to perform. They want to find ways to stay motivated, and that's just not reality. I've gone through months at a time of not wanting to perform. That's the point. Life will have ups and downs, and times where you're motivated and times where you're not. Can you do what you need to do regardless? 99% can't perform in the moments that you're in. These times are where real discipline is created. Everything in you says, why? I don't need to do this anymore. Congratulations, you've made it to the point where it matters, where real progress is made. This is where they fall off, and this is where you win. If you're always looking for a reason to perform, or a reason to change, or the reason to mold you into an individual that you know that you could become, you will never, ever experience true joy and fulfillment. You'll never experience what your true potential looks like. You'll never know what you're capable of. What you're capable of is on the other side. I don't feel like it. In order to extract your full potential, it requires moments of not wanting to do it, but doing it anyways. It's in those moments that the old version of you gets chiseled away and the new version of you emerges. The old version created a situation or a circumstance or a life that you didn't like. That's why you initially set out on a path of change. Change is painful. You're burning off versions of yourself that no longer serve you. And if you can't stand in the pain or the discomfort, you will not be worthy of a result that only few will experience. I know how hard it is. I know how difficult it is. And on those difficult and hard days, I remind myself, these are the days that determine how bad I want it. Anybody can get up and go for a run when they feel like running. Anybody can get up and go to work when they feel like going to work. Anybody can answer a phone call when they feel like answering a phone call. Anybody can have a conversation when they feel like having the conversation. But what if it's a tough conversation, you don't want to deal with it? What if it's a phone call you don't want to have? What if it's an email you don't want to answer? What if it's a day you don't want to wake up to? Because those days exist. And if you're getting your mental reps in every single day, you're creating an individual, regardless of the situation or circumstance, that knows how to perform, that knows how to show up, that does what they need to do, regardless of the emotion that they're currently experiencing. You're better than the circumstance or situation or the life that you've currently built. I know that because you're created to evolve. Most of us evolve and get comfortable. They get complacent. They start making okay money. They put a roof over their head. They got food in their mouth. They got a vehicle. Then they settle. You're getting comfortable, big dog. You're getting complacent. And comfortable and complacency creates depression. So if you're not experiencing that yet, you will experience soon. The purpose of life is to be overcoming something. Put your mind on a target that's bigger than what you currently have, whether that's a bigger version of you with inside of your home, a better version of you with inside your home, bigger version of you with inside of your business, a better, bigger version of you in terms of your fitness, a better, bigger version of you that goes out there and inspires the world to do something greater. It requires each one of us to operate at what our capabilities are in order to create a ripple effect that has the ability to impact the world in a positive way. Instead of saying it this way, saying, if you don't become all that you could become, the world's a little bit lesser place. Let's say it this way. If you don't become all you could become, more evil will reign. The people that shouldn't have control will start having control. The people that don't have good intentions will start having more influence and more authority. It's going to take all of us to rise up and take ownership of our daily actions, of our habits, and become the individual that we're supposed to become. If you're prepared for change, if you want to grow personally or professionally, go to joinrbo.com. We're building an army of like-minded individuals that value self-improvement, business improvement, life improvement. If you haven't rated or reviewed the show recently, please do. We need you to rise up for real business owners. Start sharing the show. Start putting the reviews out there. I'm a man on a mission, and I'm asking you to join the mission. Guys, keep kicking ass. We'll see you next week.